InDesign engineers have brought the World Ready Composer out into the open in CS6. And what is the World Ready Composer? Well, that is the paragraph composer for world languages or international languages, Arabic, Hebrew, Indic languages. And just to give you an example, let me show you what the paragraph composer does with English text and then with some Hebrew text. Then I'm also going to show you a couple other related features that are useful even if you're not setting type in those languages. So here we have some placeholder text. Let me zoom in a bit. And if I go to the control panel, you can see that the default Adobe Paragraph Composer is in effect, which we all know. It is the smart way to set text rather than a single line composer like everybody else does. So we want Paragraph Composer. But you see here that we also have World Ready Single Line Composer and World Ready Paragraph Composer. Now these were available if you bought the ME edition, Middle East edition of InDesign, or since CS4, they've been part of the program but only accessible via scripting or plugins. So in CS6, they're now right here and you can actually select them and include them in styles. So for example, down here, I have some text set in Hebrew and it's automatically entering from right to left. And if I click here, it is set in the Adobe Paragraph Composer. But if I choose the World Ready Paragraph Composer, it subtly shifts. That's because the World Ready Composer uses different internal structures, looking for different letter combinations in the way words are strung together because some letters get combined into single glyphs and so on. And the World Ready Composer knows all about that. Even if it's not right to left text, there are a lot of left to right alphabets, like from Thailand and Laos, that also need the World Ready Composer. So it's pretty cool that it's right there and able to be selected directly in InDesign without any need for any kind of scripting support. Sort of related to that is that we are now using an open source dictionary called the Hunspell Dictionary. If I go to Preferences, which on my Mac is underneath the InDesign menu and on PC underneath the Edit menu, and go down to Dictionary, you can see the default dictionary is now Hunspell, which is an open source platform for creating dictionaries from all sorts of languages. So if you have a dictionary in a special language that does not come with InDesign, you can add it. Now, it's not really simple. There are multiple steps and you have to tweak some settings, but it's definitely doable and you can find more information if you click this button right here. And then we have something fun and I guess useful as well, but I like the fun part in that there is a hidden feature. Let me move this over in Fill with Placeholder Text. Grab this and I go to the Type menu and I choose Fill with Placeholder Text. It comes in the usual lorem ipsum stuff. But let's get rid of that. This time, if you hold down the Command key on a Mac or the Control key on Windows, keep it held down, and then go to Type and choose Fill with Placeholder Text with that button held down. Then you can release the button. Look at this, you get placeholder options. Fill with Roman text, that's what we've been using. But look, you also have these kind of languages, which is pretty cool. So you could fill this with Korean. Or let's undo and let's fill that with Hebrew. Fill with placeholder text, Hebrew. That's what I chose before to get the sample text right here. In addition, if you fill your frame with text that's right to left, whether you do it yourself or you do it from the placeholder text, if you go to the story editor, look at that, right to left text is now supported in the story editor. So that's new as well. So there are a bunch of different technologies that help make setting text in world languages much easier in InDesign.